Hey guys, Jules here for WhatCulture.com, and I want to talk to you today about spin-offs in video games. Now, the term spin-off usually has negative connotations, almost like you're implying that it's a knockoff from the original, like how the rest of the gaming team is a knockoff of talent compared to me, or how Josh Brown's fashion sense is a knockoff of a burning skip. However, this is simply not the case here, as the games on this list prove that just because you're not the OG, you can be way more than just okay. With this in mind, I'm Jules for WhatCulture.com, and these are 6 spin-off games much better than the original. Number 6, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. I bloody love Dead Rising. It's quite possibly, aside from some of 3 and all of 4, one of my favourite franchises, and say it with me kids, of all time! Yet there is a clear winner of which of these games is the best in the series, and that, my friends, is Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, a spin-off of the second game which sees Frank West return to take the reins from Chuck in order to tell his version of the events. Not only do you get the fantastically tight time-based gameplay of the original bolstered by Frank's original moveset, you get new customizable weapons, the ridiculously over-the-top theme park section to explore, and a slew of new challenges to tackle as well, all wrapped up in a story that focuses on Frank trying to regain his spot in the limelight after slipping into obscurity. From the look of it, you'd simply expect a port with a bit of DLC, but this really is the cream of the zombie-filled crop, in my opinion. Number 5. Forza Horizon. Now, Forza has always had a very open rivalry with other big bad bonnet bruiser Gran Turismo, with each trying to squeeze as many details and stats into their titles as possible. For petrolheads, these were the glory years, as realistic tracks, cars, and weather systems were rolled out in a sort of weird arms race. Then came Forza Horizon. This game looked to combine the huge army of realistic models that the series had been amassing and let them loose in a massive open world complete with hundreds of challenges and a very smart progression system. Plus, it looked about as breathtaking as a collapsed lung, aka very. Now, it wasn't for everyone, as the more arcade shift ruffled a few stiff feathers, but trust me, this rubbed my gear stick in ways that not even one of your mum's dirt track could do. There's my one per list. Number 4, the Persona series. I mean, look at it. I mean, come on. Yes, it's almost strange to remember that this beautiful slice of is a spin-off from the Megami Tensei franchise, which itself is a serving of hot damn! As a relative newcomer to the Persona series, I've lapped up 3, 4, and 5 like they were mother's ruin, and have dabbled in the dancing game spin-off versions of them. It's hard not to praise the game for style alone, but these entries drip with it, plus the fact that they all tell slow but beautifully delivered stories about trust, friendship, and dungeon crawling. It's classic JRPG fun mixed with a healthy dose of visual splendor, and that is tip-top in my chip shop. Number 3, Fallout New Vegas. Oh, Bethesda, how it must feel to have people praise Fallout New Vegas as one of, if not the best entry in the Fallout franchise, and know that you didn't even make it. Coming out hot on the heels of Fallout 3, New Vegas used the same assets and engine of its predecessor, but split off in a new direction to tell a story of gambling, Roman legions, and of course, Matthew Perry's awful voice acting. Get it out. Now, you may try and argue that this isn't actually a spin-off, but it's very clearly marketed as Fallout New Vegas, with Fallout 4 coming years after. This is not only a brilliant entry into the franchise, but there are so many memorable moments, quests, and characters that it really does kind of embarrass Fallout 3, and I do not say that lightly. Oh, with one exception, obviously. Those cazadors! Number 2, Portal. Now, this one is sure to cause some contention, but I would argue that I had way more fun in the underground testing chambers of Portal than I did in Half-Life. Yes, I know, I'm a heathen, what else is new? However, you tell me that the world wasn't awash with praise for this Black Mesa-based spin-off upon its release. It's like the perfect puzzle game that got even better when co-op was added in its sequel. It was hilariously written and contained some of the most devious level designs in years, so it more than earned its praise in my books. Plus, you tell me that you didn't hum along to Still Alive. I dare you. And number 1, Crash Team Racing. Right, so this is a conflict that kept me up at night, but I finally come to terms with it. Just about. I am stating, for the record, that I think that Crash Team Racing is better as a spin-off game than Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3. The mental anguish that this caused me was immense, but I feel in my heart of hearts that I am right. Because as anyone who's actually played this absolute gem of a game can tell you, it is one of the best kart racing games. Period. In a time in which everyone and their dead dog had a kart racer, Crash took to the track and burned more rubber than the Michelin Man's cock at a whorehouse. It handles so extremely well with a boosting system that rewards risk-taking that it blurs races into an experience unlike no other. There was even a cool single-player hub world and tons of boss races to freshen up the offerings. Put simply, while I adore Crash Bandicoot 1 to 3, this game spun off and overtook them in terms of enjoyment across the board. And I do not say that lightly. And there we go, those were 6 spin-off games, much better than the original in my opinion. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below, but before you go, maybe you'd like to check out something I've done over on the wrestling channel over here, or maybe something I've done over on That Film Theory over here. You have been awesome. I've been Jules. I've messed that up because I usually say it the other way around, but I'll speak to you soon. Bye!